Hi, welcome to the series, The Houses of Merida. I'm Eric Partney, your host. I'm here today with YucatanLiving.com. We're on Calle 60, just a couple of blocks of the main square. This house has just been renovated about 3 weeks ago. The owner moved in. It's a great area, just starting to be renovated. Next door we have an art gallery. We have a ruin next door that's owned by a famous artist that they're going to be turning into a museum. But this house is, I think, a treat you'll enjoy seeing. Let's go inside and see a house. You know, in Merida, you can really never judge a book by its cover. We were just outside on a warm, tropical day with lots of traffic in the street. We walk in the door, the temperature immediately drops 20 degrees maybe. It's very comfortable inside. The noise goes away, and you start to experience what life is like inside one of these homes. We're currently in the front part of the house, which was the original house. It was really only 2 rooms deep, but it's characterized by the tall ceilings with the wooden beams and the pasta tile floors. The workers here are quite talented. They're able to actually integrate the old with the new. If you notice on these floors, the center part are the original pasta tile floors, but the owner wanted a lighter surround, so they actually were able to remove the parts of the tile that he did not like and replace it with a much lighter, brighter, cleaner look. So you really cannot tell the difference between the old and the new. We're now in the dining room. This is one of the 4 original rooms of the house. Most likely this was originally used as a bedroom, but with a few modifications, it's now a dining room and quite a pleasant room. It's a mixture of old original pieces and new features. The glass wall was new. These are new but built to look very old. It adds extra storage. He was able to use the original tile floors, and the lighting was not in the house, but he was able to find it in some of the flea markets here in Merida, have it rebuilt and reused, and they look like they've always been here. Lots of special touches like this fan. It's an old fan that he found in a flea market in New York, brought it down. It looks very appropriate. Here we are in one of the gardens, one of the interior courtyard type gardens. As I mentioned, the owner has only been in the house about 3 weeks, so this is a work in progress. But it's going to be a nice transition between the front part of the house, which are the living areas, and the back part of the house, which are the bedroom areas. That was one of the features that this particular person was looking for in a house, to keep the living and sleeping areas separate. Between these 2 areas originally was an outside area, but today it's a kitchen. It's a new kitchen, but it was built to look like an older kitchen. Let's go inside. I think the kitchen is going to surprise you. This originally was an outdoor space. 6 months ago, a year ago, this was just dirt. Today, it looks like an old kitchen. They used all the wonderful old pasta tile floors. They actually used some of the pasta tile on the backsplash, but it's modern in many ways. You have an ice maker, you have filtered water, you have the reverse osmosis. But the architect and the owner were able to blend in old light fixtures, old styles of cabinetry, yet used modern appliances all in stainless steel. It's really the best of both worlds. Lots of storage. Even though the kitchen is the center between the living areas and the sleeping areas, there are doorways that lead to both areas that you can close to make the kitchen totally private. These are not original, but they were built to look original, to fit with all the design of the original doors of the house. It's nice that we have the workers, the workmanship, the craftsmen, who can actually build whatever you can dream up. Between the kitchen and the bedroom areas, there's a small hallway. To the left, we have a small laundry area, and to the right is the first of 2 bathrooms. In this bathroom, it's totally new, but it looks like an original bath. He did the perfect mix of ceramic tile, a little bit of marble, a little bit of pasta tile, and he decided on a very interesting shade of blue. It almost looked like something, it could have been from the 50s, it could have been from the 30s. It's quite original. Lots of detail. I think he did a good job. Here we have the first of 3 bedrooms. What's amazing about this bedroom is originally it was about a third larger, but they needed part of that space to build a walk-in closet and the laundry area. But the original pasta tile floors were very important for this owner, so he talked with the workers and they were able to actually take up the floor relay the exact same floor but in a smaller scale to fit the new room. It makes the room feel original even though it's been totally reconfigured. Once again, this room has access to the outside through the glass doors. Every room has access because he wanted to be able to go inside from the garden as well as to go from room to room. This doorway leads into the next bedroom. This bedroom once again has the pasta tile floors, but as you can see, you can close off the doorways, air condition the room. You also can open these doors to the right, which is another bathroom, and in this bathroom you have a glass wall that opens up to give you lots of fresh air. In Merida, one of the first things you learn is to reuse things. These were actually the garage doors on the front of the house, but he reused them as a glass wall and an opening from a bathroom out into the terrace. Once again, this bathroom is totally new, but he used the old pasta tile floors. It looks quite old. On my right, we have a cartelera, which is the frame that they use in front of the bull rings for posters, but he's going to use it for a mirror. In Merida, with all the flea markets and little antique stores, you can always run across things that you can create into something new. It's quite fun.
3, 2.
Here we are in the third bedroom. As you can see, for only 3 weeks, he's done an amazing job of pulling the house together. Currently, he's ordered custom iron-made beds from a photograph that he had. He has the mattresses in place, and in the next couple of weeks, the beds will arrive. One of the fun things about doing a house here is the fact that you can actually hire the carpenters, the ironmen, to basically build anything you can find a picture of. Let's go out and see the garden. Just off the third bedroom, we have the terrace. The terrace is really one of the most important rooms in a house here in Merida. The terrace has both living area, it has a dining area, because you really do all of your entertaining outside. This terrace is new, but it looks quite old for a number of reasons. One, they actually found 7 or 8 old wooden beams in the front of the house when they were looking through the rubble that was stored here. With these beams, they give it the feel like it's been here for hundreds of years. In addition, they use the terracotta floors, which is a classic Mexico floor. Just off this terrace is the garden area. In many of the old houses of Merida, in the backyard, you'll find a water tank or cisterna. These were built originally to collect rainwater. Through the years, they developed city water, and most of them were abandoned. Some people decided to turn them into bathrooms, kitchens, bars, many different uses. This house did not have a cistern. This was created to give shelter for the pool equipment, but also to reflect the history of Merida. This also serves to divide the garden area and the pool area. Sometimes you'll find a pool in the middle of the house, but this particular owner wanted his pool totally separate. If you're in the swimming, you're totally apart from the house. It's like 2 different worlds. Just on the other side of the water tank and surrounded by these original rock walls, he built his pool. If you notice, the rock walls are built today just like they were 200 years ago. The original walls probably at one time went to here, later raised to here. You can actually see the different levels. It's the same material. Through time, they'll blend more and more, but it's built exactly the way you built 500 years ago today. I hope you've enjoyed the tour today. I have found this house to be a very special house. I think it's the perfect blend of the old and the new. The house was updated with all the modern conveniences, yet it stayed true to its roots, and you feel like you're in Merida, you feel like you're in Mexico. Thank you for joining us on the latest episode of YucatanLiving.com's The Houses of Merida. I'm Eric Partney, your host, and I look forward to seeing you next time.